This car looks a lot like the RC10. It's basically like the finished product, except that a lot of these parts are handmade. This is one of our first production parts down here. That was the front A-arm. That was molded. That's a handmade part there.
As we head into the final stages of design, there are checks and balances that need to be made before going into production. Often these checks require multiple production samples that may need to be revised before mass production can be made.
I started working on this initially when I first started here, so I was still learning a lot of Associated processes and how that works with vendors and everything. So I was fine doing that stuff because I've had obviously experience designing things in the past, but when it comes to all the getting stuff from the vendor and samples and all the ins and outs of how we have to do things, Billy ended up taking over the project.
Yeah, so once we got the parts sent out, we start receiving samples, and it's the first time we're seeing molded parts of the B7 that we have designed from scratch basically. So that was a cool experience, just getting those first round of samples, even though some things didn't fit right, but for the most part the car went together. It's a lot of time going through 2D drawings and checking the parts against the drawings, doing our quality checks and that kind of thing. So just making sure hinge pins fit right, that the gearbox goes together well, checking shrink, just checking the overall quality of the mold and how accurate the mold came out to be, like dimensionally. So
as the RC10B7 nears production, last-minute testing is done with molded parts. Once confirmed, production begins.